10 years ago, I quit my 9 to 5 and picked up my first book on marketing. And by the age of 30, I became a multi-millionaire. If you were to hold a gun to my head and say, explain everything you learned in just a few minutes and make it so simple my 5-year-old could understand it, that's this video. There's an interview on the YouTube channel Founder where they asked the CEO of a very popular webinar platform, what are the top webinars on the platform? Why are they so successful? He said they all show the customer a path to success and then offer to do it for them or with them. Now, this is a fundamental 100-year-old strategy, if not more, on how to market and create customers at will. And great marketing starts with a painful problem. And I know you think you've heard this before, but you haven't heard it the way I'm about to explain it. So every product, no matter what, is a solution to a problem. If you are hungry, that's a problem. The solution is to go to a restaurant. If your house is hot, that's a problem. The solution is to call the AC company. If you're bored, that's a problem. The solution is to buy a fidget spinner. And so every product must solve a painful problem. The easiest products to sell solve a painful problem, one that keeps people up at night, makes them lose sleep. The more sleep they lose, the easier it is to sell. Now, when you start a business and you find a problem that people have that is painful, ultimately, that audience, that market wants the problem solved. They want their life to go from sucking because of this problem to not sucking because the problem is solved. And so that is where the path to success comes in. You see, most people, when they start a business, they try to talk about their product. They try to talk about what they do instead of talking about the path to success. Once you've convinced the prospect, the audience, the market, on that new approach, that new method, that new direction that will get them what they want, that will solve their problem, your offer is to do it for them, which you might know as done-for-you services, is to take the path with them, which you might know as consulting or coaching, or to make it easier or faster, which could be supplements, tools, courses, or software. So here's a very simple example that will allow you to really wrap your brain around this. If the market is people who are paying too much in taxes and ultimately they don't want to pay a lot in taxes, and I'm a tax lawyer and I say, hey, let me show you how a foundation can completely eliminate your taxes. Here's what it is, here's why it works, and here's when to use it. Well, now we have sold the audience on the path to success. Start a foundation. And so naturally, the audience says, well, I need somebody to help me set up the foundation. And so me, the tax lawyer, just so happens to have a service where we set up your foundation for you. This would be a done-for-you service. If the market is people who have conflict in their marriage and you show them that the path to success is empathetic listening, and if they can become an empathetic listener, they will get more cooperation and they will reduce conflict in their marriage, well, that's the path to success, and your coaching program will help guide them through how to become an empathetic listener. Or you're a relationship therapist, and that's how you can stand out against all the other relationship therapists who are simply saying, hey, buy my therapy. If your market is people who want to lose weight and you show them that the path to success is being in a state of ketosis, then your offer could be ketosis pills, which make it easier or faster to get into ketosis. Or for that same market, you could say the path to success is intermittent fasting. And you can buy my course on how to plan out your fast and your nutrition program. Or you could buy my intermittent fasting tracking app. In either case, I showed you that intermittent fasting was the path to success, and my supplement or my software helps you take it easier or faster. If our market is dog owners who want their dogs to stop peeing on the floor, and we convince them that the path to success is that the dogs like the smell of the floor, and so they mark their territory. And if we can make the dogs not like the smell of the floor, they will want to go outside. Then the offer could be a spray that you put on the floor that makes the dog not like it. This is how you market and create customers. Steve Jobs said that he hated focus groups because he didn't care what the market wanted. He knew how to tell the market what to want. And so if you only restrict your business to finding people who are already looking for your solution rather than creating people that want your solution, then you're limiting yourself unnecessarily. And if you learn how to market with a path to success, you can create customers at will. Now, let me break down how to really market like a pro. When you teach the path to success, the way to make it effective is to show them other paths or old paths that might be hard, or they might take too long, or they might be scary, or they might be very risky, or they might be unbelievable, like they wouldn't work, or they are obviously ineffective, or the customer has experienced them being ineffective. And your path to success is different than all of those. It's not hard, it's not long, it's not scary, it's not risky, it's not unbelievable, and it's not ineffective. If it is none of those things, then it is a good path to success. And your offer and your customer will naturally want to take that path to success. So when you offer them an opportunity to do it for them, do it with them, or make it easier or faster, they will want what you have to sell like crazy. And when you show your audience that your path to success is superior to all the others they have heard about or considered, they will naturally want help taking that path. And when your offer is to help do it for them, do it with them, or make it easier or faster, they will naturally find your offer irresistible because you created a psychological environment where that is just what they're gonna think. Now, marketing is the process of explaining the path to success, and selling is the process of offering to do it for them, with them, make it easier or faster. Another way to think about this is traffic, marketing, and sales. This is ultimately what you're going to do in any business. You're going to advertise and create some sort of traffic to get eyeballs on what you do. You're then going to market to them and educate them on the path to success, and then you're going to sell them on the offer. Now, traffic can be ads, social media, etc., but the best ways to produce traffic are to talk about the painful problem. That's what will initially get the right eyeballs on what you do. Now, the best marketing that I found after studying $1 billion worth of marketing is a sales presentation. Because if you think about it, if you look at guys like Tony Robbins, what does he do? He does sales presentations. If you look at Steve Jobs, what did he do every year to sell more Apple? He did a sales presentation. Think of all the new age companies that are blowing up. Dollar Shave Club, they did a fantastic presentation as their main ad. Look at all these kids making millions of dollars with courses and coaching. What are they using? They're using a sales presentation. You might know this as a webinar, a virtual event, a video sales letter. Ultimately, it is a single presentation that thoroughly and concisely and clearly explains the path to success so that it creates an interest, an irresistible interest in your offer. And then that sales presentation goes to some sort of page that gets them to buy or book a call to speak about what you do. And of course, that offer should be to take the path for them, with them, or do it easier or faster. This is the path to success marketing strategy. It made me a millionaire, and I promise if you do it correctly, it could make you a millionaire. Now, if you're interested, my company, GetClients.com, can help create a path to success for you. I'll leave a link in the description with more information about that. I'll see you in the next video.